Okay, so I turned on the music. It should be very soft, and you should be able to hear me, hear the music at the same time.
Yes.
And is it soft? Is it calm?
It's all good.
Okay, so I could just leave it at the volume that it is?
Yes.
Okay. So what do you want to focus on today?
So we're supposed to work on a trauma, right? Something that happened. It could be an incident or it's like a general feeling.
Anything you want to work on, anything at all.
It doesn't even have to be a trauma. It could just be a thing.
Something that bothers you about how you interact with the world or with other people, or something about how you feel that you don't like.
Uh-huh. I think I'll still stay with something that's sort of connected to trauma then. Want me
Okay.
to tell you what it is? How does it
Sure.
work?
But short form.
Short form. Okay, so because um, uh, there were a few really important periods in my childhood where there was like a sudden, like chaotic and catastrophic loss of financial security. Um, like to this day, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how things are going, or if I have money in the bank, or I don't have money in the bank, or investments are doing well or not doing well. It doesn't matter. There's always this sense of dread and doom, like tomorrow there'll be some kind of financial catastrophe or collapse.
Okay.
It just like it sits with me.
Yeah. So it's the sense of dread and doom. And where do you feel that in your body?
Uh, in my stomach,
Hmm.
sometimes like also in my back or neck,
And where do you feel it right now?
in my stomach and my lower back.
Hmm. And rating it on a scale of 0 to 10 of how disturbing it feels to you right now, 10 being the worst, 0 being neutral, how would you rate it right now?
At this moment, about a 7, which
Okay.
when you think about it, it's a lot
Yes, it is a
if you
lot.
have basic financial security,
Right.
right? It's like, thank God nothing is terrible in reality.
Hmm.
Because there's always in the back a sense like, oh, what if, what if the market collapses and money in the bank becomes worthless, or it doesn't matter. It's all, but some kind of dread of,
Right.
even when it
So,
comes to things,
yeah.
uh, you know, running out of the last food item. Like, so what if she goes buy more?
Uh-huh.
Or you'll have a different thing. There's this sense like it's just going to disappear.
Yeah.
Because that's what happened,
Yeah.
when
So
I was younger a few times.
okay. So the dread and doom is always there. And right now it feels like a 7 and it's in your stomach
Yeah, stomach and
and your lower back.
back. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I want you to now scan your body and I want you to find a place in your body that feels really calm and neutral, where there's no activation at all. To the best of your ability.
Hmm. It's such an interesting question, even to even think of it that way.
Mm-hmm.
Like my left eyebrow. I'm trying
Could
to
be.
think.
It could be a toe. It could be a left eyebrow, sure. Any part where you feel is not activated.
What struck me the most was either my ears or my eyes. Um, trying to decide which one. How
Sure.
important is it?
Just close your eyes and just see which one.
I'll go with the ears.
Okay. So your ears are feeling calm.
It's just it's a hard thing to gauge. Maybe my eyes more. I'll stay with the eyes.
Eyes?
The
Okay.
eyes are calm.
Okay. So I'm going to take my pointer and I'm going to move it across your eye level. And I want you to
Okay.
tell me where it feels the most calm. Your eyes.
Okay.
Okay? You just tell me where. So is it around here? Or is it around here? Or here? Or here? Where do your eyes feel the most calm?
Just pass it by slowly again. Just go through so I can.
Sure.
Right.
Right here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I'm going to move it now up and tell me if there's a place that's calmer. And now down. And you tell me where it's the most calm. And I can do it again if you need.
Yeah, it's very hard for me to, for some reason, visualize this thing of the eyes calm. When I try to test to see if they're calm, that makes me wonder if they're really not. I think all the way up. Try all the way up.
Sure.
Like
Tell me when to stop.
don't. Like the harder my eyes have to go up, I think the better it feels. I think like that.
Like
Okay.
this? Okay. So now I'm going to stretch it out. And
Okay.
if I move to the wrong spot, you tell me, okay?
Okay. Okay, good. That's fine. I was worried that you're gonna hold your hands like that the whole time.
Is this good?
That's perfect. Yeah.
I'm in the right spot?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, if I move off the spot, you let me know.
Okay.
So this is your calm eye spot. And now we're going to come back to what you started with, the dread and the doom.
Mm-hmm.
And you can focus on that spot, or you can close your eyes, or you can look other places. This is going to stay here the whole session. It's
Okay.
going to be waiting for you, even if you take your eyes off it.
Okay.
Okay? And if I move again, you let me know that to move it back to the right spot.
Okay.
So now let's thinking about the dread and the doom, focusing on your calm spot. Just see what you notice about the dread and the doom. Whatever comes.
Well, a little bit is bearing on my neck now, like the dread and the doom.
Mhm.
I feel it in my stomach also.
And you can share as little or as much as you want about your thoughts, your emotions, your body sensations, your memories, anything. So you can process internally or you can process verbally, whatever works for you.
Okay, I'm just not sure what to do right now.
Just notice what's happening in your body about the dread and the doom. Any thoughts, any feelings
feel
and memories.
like it's a kind of like a restless kind of panic, like wanting to get up and pace, even though there's nothing you could do, just like needing to get up and move around.
Yeah, just notice.
This is a really, it's an interesting idea just to be looking at something um, in relation to the anxiety. I'm really not sure what else. Is that an unpleasant experience? I'm not sure what else I'm supposed to do right now.
Just stay with it and see what happens.
Just stay with.
Your brain and your body will process as it needs to.
Okay, but staying with what? The feeling of dread and doom?
Yeah.
It does feel a little calmer.
Mm-hmm.
I won't say it's gone away.
Okay. Whatever needs to happen will happen.
How do we know when we're done?
Well, would you like to check in with the level of disturbance about the dread and doom now?
Yeah.
Okay. So pay attention to your stomach and your lower back. And were you feeling it in your shoulders?
No. It feels like maybe like a 6.
Mm-hmm.
Also, it's not in the back anymore, but it's in the stomach.
Okay. So just notice whatever happens.
I keep it keeps striking me as this. Uh, it's really it's intellectualized. So I don't know if it's about the feeling, but it's just fascinating to me. The idea of having something, some symbols that you look toward, like it's very biblical, like the copper snake that the Israelites looked at to be healed during the plague in the wilderness, or when Moses had his hands uh, raised up, and as long as his hands were raised, then the Israelites were victorious in their battle. Like there's like the idea of this like symbol to look at is just very powerful. But that could be avoiding dealing with the issue, but it just keeps it's like a compelling thought that keeps popping up.
Yeah, so I have heard people say that all healing can be derived from biblical sources. So, but we don't want to intellectualize. We want to be in your subcortical brain right now. So just notice what your body and your brain is doing.
Well, there's like a kind of peace that's coming, and also like a sadness too.
Mm. And where do you feel the peace? Where do you feel the sadness in your body?
Well, the peace is in the stomach. It's interesting. My stomach calmed down quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Not utterly, but it calmed down quite a bit. Um, the sadness it feels like more on my shoulders or in my eyes.
Just notice the sadness, and whatever happens, let it happen.
It feels calmer.
It feels calmer. Mm-hmm. And where do you feel the calmer?
It feels, it definitely feels calmer in my stomach. The different, like, still twinges of pain in my lower back, or maybe also in my shoulder here and there, but it feels a lot calmer in the stomach.
Mm-hmm. So just notice whatever else you feel about peace or sadness.
it's hard to know if it's always true, but at least now it feels like that anxiety, the sense of doom is trying to push away and like, distract from the sadness. And that the real thing is the sadness.
Yeah. Hmm. Okay. So just notice that. That the dread and the doom distract from the sadness.
Yeah, yeah, I think it's interesting that in the difficulties that my family was going through, nobody really was able to stay with sad. I think that was a very hard thing.
Mm.
I mean, you understand you're trying to survive, you're trying to go forward, but really nobody stayed with sad very much.
Hmm.
I think my mother had a real problem with sad, because she went to World War II as a child. I don't think that she could bear like owning any of those incredible ruptures and losses.
Hmm.
So she wasn't very good at doing sad. My father also wasn't, although he did not go through the war. And I mean, his losses and sadness were different, but I don't think. I think it's a really interesting point I never realized. It sounds, it just sounds like it's silly. What would it have looked like if everybody sat back and allowed for sadness? I'm not quite sure. Um, I don't know if it would have helped anything or not, but it's something I never really realized about my family. They really did not allow for sad. I think that's true. I don't know what happens to somebody if you're not allowed for sad.
Mm.
It wasn't like if you were sad, people would get upset with you, or get unnerved. It's just that it wasn't all the difficulties that happened. My family had its share. Um, Probably all families do, but there were definitely um, some very seriously difficult challenges that happened. And there wasn't a lot of, there just wasn't a lot of conversation about how sad this is, or what a loss this is.
Hmm. And where are you feeling the sad and the loss in your body right now?
I think in my stomach and in my back also.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So just notice it.
very subtle, but it does feel a little better to acknowledge that the sadness.
Yeah. So it feels better to acknowledge the sadness.
Yeah. Really, my family took in some big losses, and I took in personally some big losses as a child in that system.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Just notice. What's happening?
Like, it's very mild, but like when you have to throw up, like you feel there's something in you that has to come out. And
Mm.
the pain in my lower back and even in my stomach is sort of, it's changed in that, like, it feels more like a little closer. Not that strongly, like I really have to throw up, but like it feels like something that's more like foreign that has to be, ejected.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Um,
So just let your body and your brain do the processing it needs to do.
this sensation is not gone completely, but it definitely feels like a lighter sensation.
So there was something that felt like it was foreign and needed to be ejected, and that's feeling lighter.
Yeah.
Okay. Would you like to check in with the original dread and doom and see how that's feeling?
It feels lighter.
So the dread and the doom is feeling lighter.
Uh-huh.
0 to 10. Focusing in on your body is 0 to 10.
Right now, like a 2.
2. Mm-hmm. And where do you feel the 2?
Still like in my lower back and stomach, but
Mm-hmm.
it's definitely lighter.
So see if there's anything else that needs to happen right now.
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Any thoughts about this process, which I know was new and different for you?
Well, I think it's very interesting to just kind of let things happen and let your body process, just give it the space. And it was really interesting to understand that maybe there was something about how my family would process sadness. I really have to think about that. I don't want to sit around and mope or anything, but like, what's there for? You know, what do you, if you didn't adequately process sadness, so, what do you do? Sit around and mope? No. But there's something about it, like, that's not balanced. I think it's a big issue.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not quite sure yet what to do with it, but I do think there's something with it.
Okay. So perhaps for another time?
I think so.
Does it feel like a good place to stop?
Unless you have a suggestion about the sadness, because it feels true, but I don't know quite like exactly what to do with it.
Okay. Well, we might be able to do another session on that.
Okay.
Would it be okay with you if I took the spot down?
Thank you for asking. Yeah, just take it down. I'll watch it go down. That'll be
Okay.
something to do.
Sure. And what's that like with the spot not there?
Like you feel it going.
Mm-hmm.
But that's why it was nice to just be able to let it, like the sunset, let it, you know, let go of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And would it be okay with you if I turned off the music?
It was good music, but yeah, you could shut it off.
Okay.